Cindy, and I'm the dietitian for Healthy Traditions at Sonoma County Indian Health, and today we're going to make a veggie zoodle bowl. You should get all of the ingredients, or most of them, to make this soup in your veggie box. There's some new exciting ingredients that we'll go over, but I'm just going to get started with a little bit of olive oil in our pot. And I'm going to put our mushrooms in there to kind of brown them up and get some flavor. You can use any kind of mushroom. These are like a cremini. You can use a button mushroom, whatever one's your favorite. So we're just going to put them in here and let them sear until they're cooked down. So in the meantime, I'll show you one of our new ingredients that we're using this month. I don't know if anybody has had bok choy. It took a little while to clean the bok choy, so kind of like spinach, how it gets some sand in it. You'd want to remove all of these outer pieces of the bok choy that look damaged. You can see when you peel them off, there's some dirt in there. So what I did is I just kind of cut these lengthwise this way, lengthwise again, so it's in a quarter. And then we went over to the sink and we kind of soaked these and scrubbed out all the sand to get them clean. And then we have them all ready in the bowl here. This is about 3 or 4 bok choy cut into quarters. And then this will be ready to go into the soup when it's time. So the mushrooms are just about done cooking. I think we're ready to add our green onions. So we're going to put in the green onions. We're going to put in our ginger that we peeled and grated, and then our fresh garlic. All right, we're also going to add some of this chili garlic sauce, which is amazing. The container here gives it a little sweetness and a little spice. We're trying to make this recipe low sodium and full of vegetables for Heart Health Month. So most of the ingredients that we're using, the soy sauce especially, is low sodium. I didn't want to start with a broth that would add extra salt. So we're trying to flavor it with the ginger, the garlic, and all of these herbs that we have here. So we're going to let this cook about 2 minutes, and then we're going to add just water and some of this miso paste. Add our water. I just add a little bit at first, mix everything up. If you could smell this, it smells so nice. Okay, so I'm going to add all my liquid in here, and then this is our broth. This is the base for our soup. So right now I will add 2 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce. And our broth is going to cook for about 10 minutes. So next I'm going to have Roberta show you how to make zoodles out of zucchini.
Okay, I just want to show you what zoodle is. Zoodle is vegetables that are made into noodles. So it's a low-carb option. And today I want to show you, there's 2 different items that we can use. The wider the zucchini is, the easier for the zoodle to come out. Now all you do is stick it in and you twist, and your noodles start coming. So this is just a low carb option for your noodles, your pastas. Okay, you can do this with any hard. You can do it with carrots. You can do it with anything. This is another tool. It does the same thing, but longer, not as long as the noodles. So just pull, and there we go. And you just keep slicing it down. And that's it. And there's our zoodles.
The next ingredient that we put in our veggie boxes this month that's in our recipe is ginger root. And I know a lot of you may not have used ginger root. It's very fragrant, so I prepare it kind of like garlic, but I just peel. I use my thumbnail, but you can use a knife or a peeler to just peel off the skin. It's quite fibrous, and so it's harder to cut. You can slice it and then chop it up, but I really like to use the microplaner to get all the garlic and ginger and get all the flavor without having to do all of the chopping. So you can kind of just get your ginger there and use it for whatever. I like to slice it in slices like this and put it in the freezer. That way, if I need ginger for something, I can just pull out a couple slices and chop them up. So that's ginger root. Okay, so our soup has been cooking for a little bit. Everything's nice and soft. We're gonna add in our bok choy. I don't know that we need all of this bok choy that I have in here. I'm gonna add a few and just kind of drop them in the pot here to cook down. I actually think that looks like a good amount. Let's put another leaf in there. So I'm going to cover this as soon as I find my lid, and then this cooks for 5 minutes, 6 minutes, depending on how tender you like your bok choy. So some recipes, they don't cook the bok choy. They're just putting it in the bowl and putting hot liquid over, but I like the bok choy to be nice and soft. Another option is to go ahead and put your zoodle inside and let those cook a couple minutes, but you really don't have to. So over here, I was going to kind of just set up a bowl where I was going to add the hot broth. So I would add some of my zoodles. I'd add some of our shredded carrot. And again, on the recipe, which you'll see at the end of this video, there's options to add really whatever kind of vegetables you want to add to this per your favorite flavors, you know. We have some cilantro and basil, which I would recommend keeping the basil in the recipe. It adds a lot of flavor. If you like radishes, put some radishes in there, some more green onions for the top, and then I put my broth in. I'll put a lime squeeze over it. So we're just going to wait for our soup to cook, and then we'll go ahead and plate it up. So our soup is ready. I was poking these with a fork, and they're nice and tender, the bok choy. So we have our fresh veggies in the bowl. We're just going to ladle our hot broth, however many bok choy you want, probably 1 or 2 per bowl. Get those mushrooms in there, and the onions. Lots of fiber, lots of vegetables in this soup. Pretty low calorie. You can add meat if you want, or like a tofu. In this case, we did a soft boiled egg. So we just put these in boiling water. It said 6 minutes. We did 7 minutes, so it was a little bit harder of a yolk. But look at that, you know, and then you can come over and put more toppings on it. This is that basil up and a squeeze of lime. This is just going to be amazing.